So this is a quick review of the Eastwood MIG 135 wire feed welder. I've had this for over a year now. There's several videos on YouTube about this, but they're all from Eastwood. And, a pro can make anything look good. And so, I've always been a little bit skeptical of things like that. When I bought this, I owned a Clark wire feed welder, which was a good brand, good quality, blah, blah, blah. And I could just never get good welds out of it. I struggled. I just didn't really have anything to go on. And so I ended up watching a bunch of Eastwood videos, and I thought, geez, they make this look easy. How does that work? And I gradually grew to be impressed with the welder, and they had a kind of an incredible sale one day, and I pulled the trigger, and I sold my Clark for the same price as I paid for my new Eastwood, and the difference is amazing. A pro doesn't make this welder look good. The welder makes itself look good. It's amazing. So anyways, buy yourself a good auto darkening helmet. This is a cheapie, but it works phenomenal. I think I bought it on Amazon for $40 or so. I have welded exclusively with a gas tank. And so that is a 20-pound tank. It's too small. Had I known what I was doing, I would have gotten at least a 40-pound tank, which would have been twice the size. And I filled this thing up at least 4 times. So I've done a lot of welding with it. For someone who knows nothing about welding and who was basically a rookie, I've kind of taught myself through the Eastwood videos, and I'm very, very grateful that they have done those. Let's see, this is actually the second Eastwood welder. The first one I got was flawed. It leaked gas. You basically, when you stopped welding, the gas didn't stop, and so I lost a whole tank of gas. I called Eastwood, and they shipped me out a new one the next day. So that was great service. Yet another reason, I guess, I'm a fan of this scenario. So let's see. The wire I've used exclusively has been just a narrow gauge wire. I'm going to turn this so you can read it. I bought this spool, a 10-pound spool on Amazon. It was really inexpensive. I don't remember the cost, but it was really good stuff. I've been impressed. Way cheaper than what I could buy at Home Depot for a tiny fraction of the size. This is the chart that they tell you to use. I've used it exclusively with good results. It's an ugly chart. I think they could have color coded or something, but it works great. I've been really impressed. I think the thing I like the most about it is this is smooth. It doesn't have the click, click, click that most of them have, and so you can adjust it infinitely. To me, that's been really valuable. Let's see. I bought some accessories to go with it, which, as a rookie, I guess I didn't really know what to buy and what to have. So you'll definitely need a cheap little pair of snips to constantly snip off the end of the wire if you overfeed a little bit. Let's see. First of all, I guess the stand is just a Home Depot cheapie. I think that was $30, and it was well worth it. I bought this little copper plate from Eastwood. It's got magnets in the corners, and it's supposed to stick on the back of real thin metal and give you essentially a heat sink. It was a massive failure, to be honest with you. The magnets just are not strong enough, and so every single time it falls off, which is constantly, it dings the corner because copper's so soft, and then it doesn't lie flat, and so then it doesn't stick even as well as it used to, and it's just Eastwood let me down on this one, is the reality of it. So don't buy this. It was way too expensive for what it was, and just not helpful. Let's see. I bought a spoon. This, I think, might have come from Harbor Freight. It was just a cheapie, but it works great. I've used it a lot, as you can see. I made just out of 3/4 inch copper. I've used this extensively to get into weird areas. I bend it every time, and I curve it and kind of take it to my vise and work it over, and it works very, very well. Let's see. That set came with the Eastwood spot welding kit, which the spot welding kit is great. That was well worth the amount that I paid, both for the good pliers, but more importantly for the tip. The tip that comes with that is has the perfect offset, and I used it extensively. It made things so easy. Beautiful spot welds. You have to drill the spot welds first. I should say that with this 120 volt unit, but it's still well worth it. I bought a cheap set of Harbor Freight pliers. Those have been great just for fitting in weird areas. So anyway, I've used it a ton. Oh, the other thing that has been great, these were for free from Eastwood. They had a promotion that, if you spent $50, they'd throw in a set of these little numbers. I would happily have paid whatever the cost for these things. As you can tell, this is a transmission tunnel from my Austin Healey that was completely rusting out in spots. And so it's just thin little, probably 20 gauge steel. And so I cut it out. I bent up a new one, and I'm getting ready to weld that back in. It's supposed to be hard to weld the thin gauge steel, and this welder makes me look brilliant. It's just been so fun. It's just a joy to use. Eastwood has not in any way compensated me for this, although I'd love for them to. Hey, Eastwood, hit me up. I would love to review some of your other tools. But anyway, I can't rave enough. I bought it, I guess, because I was so thankful for the Eastwood videos that they taught me how to weld, basically. And while I'm no expert, I certainly have done a credible job well, this is the chassis I've welded up. It looks beautiful now compared with where I started. And it's all because this welder makes me look good. So anyways, if you can get this welder in the 250 to 270 range, buy it, buy it, buy it. Do not look back. It is a gem. And, it's made in China. I'm sure there's a better welder out there. I seriously doubt you could find a better value out there. And I know you can't find better support. Eastwood has been great. Not everything of theirs is this great, but this one really is. I can't rate it highly enough. So anyways, if you have any questions about it, I'll happily answer them. But frankly, the unit is just so easy to use. So anyways, good luck. Go buy it.